1.
Let's go. This is my 80s podcast. You put the boom boom into my heart. If you love the 80s, you're exactly where you should be. So please, please, please take a look at this. Fun quick fire round.
Oh, God.
Right, ladies, the first 80s concert you went to.
Duran Duran for me.
In
82.
Was it? Yeah, see, I didn't go in the 80s. I went in the early 90s, Jay. So it's Paul Weller in the early 90s.
I think one of my first ones were, it wasn't one because I was too young. My mum, I think it was Soul to Soul, right at the end of the 80s. And I did love that. I love that. Right, your favourite.
I was going to say my mum and aunt took me and my cousins to see Duran Duran when we were like 12, 13. And they said, like, we're the grannies rather than the grannies.
The grannies.
Yeah.
So what is your favourite 80s anthem? An anthem song? Your favourite 80s, if it had to be a big anthem song?
Fame, I think, for me.
Oh, I love Fame. That's a great song, isn't it?
It is a great song. Town Called Malice for me.
Oh, that's a good song as well. I was thinking about this, and mine would probably be something like, if it had to be a big anthem. See, I love things like Heart, and that, but mine would probably be, I like Eye of the Tiger. That's a massive song, isn't it?
Oh my God, I love that. I love that.
Do you know,
That's a great one.
I just love. I don't think I can just watch Rocky films. My boys love Rocky films as well.
Oh, brilliant!
And we just
Absolutely.
watch them. I don't get tired of them.
No, that's a trick. I use that question on because that's a trick question. Because I always say to people, "Where was that song from?" And they always say Rocky 1, and it's not.
No,
it's Rocky 3, isn't it?
Yeah.
And it's really bizarre because everyone will say, "Oh, Rocker," and I say, "Which one?" Oh, Rocker. It's not. It's actually Rocky.
I'll tell you another one though. Can I have two?
Go on, of course you can.
Africa.
Oh yes. Oh, that is a brilliant song. Absolutely, I put that on the other day on mine, and people went mad for that. I love all that sort of, that sort of older stuff. It's brilliant. Right, you ready? Who would be? I know this. Who would be your dream 80s interview, living or gone? They don't have to be living. So if you had a dream interview, I know, apart from, I'm going to take this out of the equation. I'm going to take
out Duran Duran
and I'm going to take Paul Weller out of the equation. So who would be your ideal? They can be living or dead.
Ray Davies.
I love Tina Turner. I've seen the show 5 times with my mum.
Oh, yeah.
And it's just, we cry every time. It's closed now. This month it closed.
Oh, is it?
September, yeah. But
have you ever seen her live?
No, I never
Incredible.
saw her live.
Because obsessed with her. We went, and she was just phenomenal.
Oh my God. That's one of the real people that I've missed not seeing live. We've interviewed Martin Ware a few times, and he was instrumental in her.
Rise to fame.
Yeah, coming back in the 80s. And he says that she was the most incredible person to work with. He's worked with so many people, and she was the best person. Just one take.
Who would yours be then, Sue?
He's not actually an 80s person per se. Ray Davies.
Oh, God, yeah.
For me, because I absolutely love the kid. I think I was a throwback from the 60s, in the 80s.
but they were a lot of influences in there, weren't they? From the
you had
60s.
Maury Wilson. Tracy Ullman tried to do the 60s stuff, didn't she?
With her sunglasses, weren't she? She did the. And I played a track. I can't remember what it was. It was in the 80s, but it was. I think it was Maury Wilson. Was it a woman that she had that beehive on?
Yep,
and
that's it.
That's what I
wanted.
Absolutely brilliant song. It's really bizarre because when I've been doing my live stream, trying to get some different tunes and songs, and thinking, God, I can't. Captain Sensible. I completely forgot about. I forgot about. Yeah, happy talkie.
Happy talk. Talk about
things you do. And I completely forgot about him until I researched that.
You find all these songs again. Oh, just.
So for me, Ray Davies was like the Kinks, obviously in the 60s. But he did have Come Dancing, which got top 10 in the 80s.
Absolutely.
How about you, Jay?
Well, yeah.
See, I'm going to take a side George Michael and 5 Star. And I would love to interview Cher. I think she would be, because she's nearly 80, isn't she? And I just think, and she's just incredible. She's still with it, and I just think she would be brilliant because I didn't realise, because she's been through. I remember watching a little chat interviews the odd time with her, and I didn't realise that she walked home, didn't she? And he was in bed with someone else, Bono was, and then she just shut the door. She came out, walked out, and that's when she said, "Go, I'm going."
Yes, that's right. Sonny Bono, wasn't it?
Yeah, and I just think she would be absolutely brilliant because she must know. I mean, she's been around it. She's good old Sharon. And I think when you watch her be interviewed, she's quite. She gets the British humour as well, doesn't she? Whereas,
definitely.
I think some people, when you watch some people that don't, but I think Cher would be great.
Yeah,
absolutely great.
Can I just add Lionel Richie? I know I said Lionel Richie as well because I love
absolutely Lionel Richie. When I watched that, when I watched the making of that
Banda, We Are the World.
We Are the World.
I loved that. That was brilliant.
That was absolutely brilliant, was it? And Lionel Richie.
But to see them all stand, especially like Cyndi Lauper, we were talking about her earlier, she was fantastic. But they all had to stand in that semicircle, and they all had to sing in front of each other. Michael Jackson was there, Lionel Richie was there, all these.
And I was thinking, could you imagine how intimidating that must have felt?
Oh
God!
Bob Dylan.
Do you know when I hear Bruce Springsteen? Yeah, when I hear Bruce Springsteen sing on that, I still get chills because his voice is just incredible on that. And but they're all brilliant in their own way, aren't they? Their voices are just Cyndi Lauper, and that's one of my favourite parts.
I know it really was. It really.
If I could choose one more, it would be Tom Petty. Tom Petty.
Oh yes,
I absolutely love him, and I was gutted that he passed away, and I was going to go watch him, live.
Oh, he's so selfish doing that.
How dare he,
Some people have just got no dignity about them.
I know, okay, isn't it?
So you have got quite a soul, haven't you? Because Tom Petty was from
Yes, he had those influences, didn't he?
Yeah, he did.
In the 60s, but obviously in the 80s, I played his CDs to death, because he had a few good albums.
Yeah, he did.
Out,
but this is what we've always said, and this is why when people ask me why I love the 80s, I tell them I just think for me, I love the music is incredible for me, and I just don't think you would ever get. I know that people probably say that about the 70s and the 60s, but for me, the 80s is it's that sort of music, isn't it? That's when I hear it, it just makes me. It makes you feel happy, does it? And it takes you back as well.
Yeah, it does. Right back.
And such a huge mix of genres.
Yeah.
You could like pop, you could like ska, you could like R&B, you could like.
That's it.
Yeah.
And in the same household, like my two older brothers, one loved heavy metal and sort of, rock.
Yeah.
The middle one loved his jazz funk and his soul. And there was me that he quite liked mod stuff as well. But yeah, we had that sort of, and you could play each other's records, But
that's the thing with it. It's like, when I've, especially doing some research with some stuff, it's like, and you forget there was a lot of soul music as well, right? There's some amazing soul music from.
People don't play the 80s soul. So we go to festivals and it's very much Don't Stop Me Now. Gold.
And it's very, it's like the beginning. When you think the beginning of the 80s, you had like the Deborah Harris and the specials and things like that, and the Blondie, didn't you? And then as it crept on, it got on. And but in between that, you did have the soul music from the 80s. And it's even like, Luther Vandross was in there, wasn't he? With Really Didn't Mean It. And I think you're right. I think that's it. For me, it feels like it was lost.
I don't think people play it. We interviewed Alexander O'Neill, and that was a real thing for us because I'd been to see him in concert like back in the day, and it was just.
And in the nightclubs, he'd be there. That music. Yeah. That's what we used to dance
to. And people, when they do come on, people go mad for them, like for the song.
And it's like, I remember you.
Go to. It's mainly the normal 80s songs.
Yeah.
But they need more of that.
Yeah.
I
think that sort of stuff, because I love all that sort of like soul-y 80s stuff, and but then it's a bit like, I've never been a big rap person, but like people like Nene Cherry brought that in, didn't she?
Oh, I love Nene Cherry.
See, so do I, and I love all that, and it's like it all eventually, and this is what I'm saying. This is why I love the 80s, because it's really bizarre, because you could tell when we were going into the end of the 80s as well. Because for me, people like Black Box always reminds me of a 90s song, but it's not.
No.
He has in the population, he has in the plastic population. Yes. That was an 80s song.
Time,
yeah, but they started to get very techno-y and poppy, didn't they? As they and some people, I know people. So I've heard some people say, like, "It's not proper." It is 80s. It doesn't matter whether you think it's not. It might not be the genre that we think it is, because we had all the Whams, didn't they? Duran Durans, and they're the massive part of the 80s. And even like Stockache and Waterman, the Kylies and the Jason Donovans and the Rick Astleys. They were brilliant. And I did a live show, and I have to be honest, I did a Stockache and Waterman show, and I got like, all I asked people to do is tap the screen to make me seen, is my word. But I do love it, yes. And I just think, so one of my other questions I was going to ask you is, what one 80s fashion trend did you secretly love?
Oh, rah-rah skirts. I love them.
Yes, yeah.
And we've worn them since, haven't we? Yeah, I love rah-rah skirts.
The footless tights, I love. Because you could wear them with your rah-rah skirt.
You can.
You could.
But when I talk to people, especially younger people, they'll say, "What's a rah-rah skirt?" And I'll go, "Oh, God." She goes, "Oh, my sister was talking about a rah-rah skirt. What are they?" I goes, "Google it. You'll find it."
I love them. But I also had like lace in my hair. It was a bit Madonna-ish.
Yes. Madonna-ish.
We all had lace, like loads. Yeah. Go down to the market and find lots of lace and big earrings.
The pixie boot was a brilliant one. I love my pixie boot.
Yeah. I think I had an Arrington jacket. I've spoke about this. Yeah. I've spoke about this so many. My mum would not put my name on the back of it. Do you know what she said, lady? She told me it was to council. We lived in one of the biggest council estates on earth. I went, "Where do you think we live?" Do you know what I mean? Where do you think we live? She goes, "It's to council. They'll all know your name." She was brilliant. But yeah, so that's all my questions, ladies.
All right, we've got one more for you.
Go on then, one more. Come on.
What was your best ever Christmas or birthday present?
In the 80s.
Oh, I'd lose. I can remember the first time I got a record player, and it was there was two I got. So the first one, because the first one had to be sent back. So it was like this. It was like an orange. It was bright orange, and it just had a plastic lid on, but it broke within about a week. Wow. So then I got one of those, the box ones that you used to lift up. And I remember having that, and that was like, the only thing is with it is if you put it on the table and someone knocked the table, your record would go like that, wouldn't it?
Oh yeah.
So that has got to be one of my favourite. And then a bit later on, I can remember having, because I had all the bikes. I used to have like a chopper bike. Actually, chopper was probably even better than the record player, because I remember being a little bit obsessed with that, and I loved the chopper bike. And that was the one that I was stupid enough to try and jump over people on, which was fine until until you realise as a boy, the gears are just there. So when you fall.
Oh yeah, not good.
And it used to have a small wheel as well, didn't it, at the front? So it was never built for
jumping. Did your mum think you were traumatised again, Jay, when you came in?
As I come in walking like Metal Mika, and she go, "What are you doing?"
I've been attacked by a chopper.
I've been attacked by a chopper. But I have to be honest, the chopper was absolutely incredible. And do you know what? They're so expensive now.
Oh, God, I know. Do you know my older brother had one, and I'll never forget. I had a little tomahawk, and I was trying to chase him down we were going down a hill, and I didn't know how to use the brakes on the tomahawk, and I was trying to keep up with him. and I put my front brake on and went all the way home.
Oh, the amount of
Knocked my teeth out, and I was in a state.
I did that once with eventually I got like remember when the rally bikes, the racing bikes come in?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yes.
In the middle of the end of the 80s, and I remember, I don't know, I had it a couple of weeks, and you used to try and jump up a curb on it, and I didn't, and my wheel just hit the curb, bent the curb, and I went straight for the top.
Oh, don't.
Did you do...
No, I was lucky. My nose was too big, so I broke my nose instead of hitting my teeth.
I had to be carried home by builders because they were building all new houses on our estate because it was a new estate and we'd only just moved there, and they had to carry me home, and my brother didn't realise, and then he saw, and I had to stop at school the next week.
So what would your Christmas present, favourite Christmas present be each of you?
I think. Oh, go on, there you go.
My roller boots, I think.
Oh, God, yeah.
They had the stopper at the front.
Fun.
They were blue with yellow on them. And some red.
I used to have them, the blue and yellow ones.
I love them. I spent hours out on those. I just loved them.
They were fun.
I don't know if I got my grifter for my birthday.
Grifter.
I love my grifter bike.
I did. I used to love what would yours be, Sue? Go on.
I think I loved getting my portable TV for Christmas, and I thought, oh my God, I've got my own TV next to my bed. And I remember the Christmas, and I had Follow the Yellow Brick Road,
Wizard of Oz.
Wizard of Oz. And I thought, oh my God,
brilliant.
I've got my own telly.
Yeah.
So that
telly and roller skates. I always remember roller skates because I learned, the amount of times you used to come in with your legs ripped up, and I'm surprised any of us didn't. But I remember the first ever skates. I remember them horrible metal things.
Oh yeah,
Jacko
skates.
I used to have to put your shoe in and tie it up at the bottom.
They kept coming adrift, didn't they?
Such good times.
You used to think to yourself, my foot's not growing that wide. I'm sure it's not.
Probably not. Yeah.
Yeah. You used to have to, and you used to have to tighten it, didn't you? And then
things on.
And then, they did, but they never had stoppers on.
No,
did they?
They didn't.
A leather strap, that went. But So when you got the boot skates, they felt like Ferraris, didn't they?
You did, because you knew that you could stop yourself, but then you had to be really careful because obviously you used to put them out. We used to have them in the streets, didn't we? So every time you stopped, you'd wear some of the stoppers.
Yeah.
Going down steep hills, you'd have to keep turning in, wouldn't you? Because I remember me and my mate Keely Fuller came down, and we ended up in a heap at the bottom. With just skates and us on the top of it.
We were saying, when you think now, I'm surprised any of us have not got broken arms. I'm surprised any of us, we never did. And it's a bit like when you used to have go-karts as well. They were like death, and you'd always go down a hill like that. It was never like that. It always up like that.
String, wouldn't there? 2 bits of string to steer it.
Oh my! And then you put your feet on the floor to stop it. Yeah. And you just think, oh my! Now I just think, how none of us. Are we still here? I always think sometimes.
And your mum would tell you off for wearing your shoes out.
She did. And the worst is when you used to bring your feet out to stop yourself because you'd rip all the front of it.
You would.
And all your new school shoes got scuffed.
But she used to say to me, put your crap trainers on.
Yeah.
Especially when we used to go out, because she used to hate it because she used to go, why you got your school shoes on? Going out with your friends because I had better grip on them. So when I'm going down on that go-kart, I can stop myself from hitting something. I do love it. Do you know what? Yeah, we did.
I know, we did.
Amount of times you used to go out in the morning and come back in the evening, didn't you? I think, like we said before, you just couldn't do that anymore. You just wouldn't.
Treated us like pets back in the day. I've gone there.
Do you know what? My mum gets really mad when I tell her that we brought ourselves up. She goes, we used to go out because you didn't know where we were. I knew. You never come to look for us.
No,
you never come to look for us. We could have been anywhere.
Well, I know.
But that's the times, though, isn't it? It's a bit different nowadays, isn't it? It's
sad.
Yeah, it is, and I just think it is really sad, isn't it? And it's just, I don't know. I just find it really, really sad
The
that
kids nowadays don't know any difference. They don't realise what it was like. But it is sad for us to look.
For us, because we had so much wonderful freedom and time. You know?
And that's what I always say to people growing up in the 80s. It was time, wasn't it, and freedom.
Yeah.
And it's like we were never in. And I think that's probably why. I mean, I said to think. I think that's. I mean, I'm not saying there weren't, but there wasn't all this like obesity and all that in kids, because a lot of us, because we was always out, weren't we? Everyone was out and running about, and you know what I mean. And and I think a lot of, and it's like all these allergies. I mean, my friend's hysterical because she's just a bit like me. She doesn't. She said, and she says, I don't believe in nut allergies, Joe. She goes, there were none of that when we were younger, nut allergies. She goes, where's that come from? She goes, we used to eat anything.
We've seen nuts and
we did.
Trees, didn't
Yeah,
we?
we did. And it's like when they'll say wash everything, don't they? We used to climb up like scrumping trees, and like even if some of them had fell on the floor, you'd still pick them up and eat them. Yeah. And I just said we never got any like infections and
too sanitised. The world is too sanitised.
Yeah, and we used to eat blackberry straight off the bush, didn't we?
Yeah.
We spent like a load of wild animals.
We did. It was like we'd never been fed. I remember my grandma used to have this big, massive bush at the bottom of her garden, and she'd say, "Go and help yourself." And it was huge. And literally, you'd go in there and you'd come. You didn't care who you were being ripped up. And I'd come back with a little pot like that. She'd say, "There's more than I'd ate most of." She said, "You rammed all them in your mouth." What a time.
Don't get much of a pie out of that.
But we were, when you think we used to just like put any. Nothing was ever washed, was it? There was no like nowadays. You can get maggots on them.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, did you?
No,
I planted wild raspberries once in the woods behind us, and I was like, "Oh, wild raspberries!"
What? And you ate them?
Yeah, they were lovely.
I did that with guzgogs. So remember gooseberries? We used to call them guzgogs. We used to have gooseberries. Guzgogs. But to be honest, they were probably wasn't ready to be eaten, and that's probably the first time I had bad guts. And the thing is, I just kept thinking, I'm sure.
Ridiculous, but do they still sell gooseberries? I've never seen them.
Super.
Yeah,
I've got a bush out my back.
I used to like gooseberries.
Yeah, they sell them in.
They're quite expensive, aren't they? It's like blackberries now. Blackberries are really expensive to buy.
Yes, we went picking the other couple of weeks ago, and I said, what we've picked here would be about 30 quid in the supermarket. I still can't get over I still have to go blackberry picking.
Blackberry picking is cheaper. It is cheaper. It is, honestly. I just think, especially blackberries are so expensive. But you're right. We used to pick them and just put them in your mouth, didn't you? And it's like, like when you used to sting yourself as well. You used to get one of those like dock leaves.
Oh, the dock leaf. Yes. Yeah. There'd always be a dock leaf around, wouldn't there?
I mean, I have to be honest. When you used to fall in them stinging nettles, it was full.
Poor Donna Atkinson. In the depths of bath. I'll never forget that.
Spinning around.
Honestly, the velocity, if you were to run on the end, you just flew. We had to amuse ourselves with.
Oh my! But that's what I love about it, because I just think it was simple. The stuff was simple, wasn't it? And it was like we easily pleased ourselves. We used to have a laugh. We used to, like I said, we were never in. We was always out. Yeah. I want to go back. I keep telling myself that. I go. Someone goes, "Would you go back?" I went, "Yeah, if I could take my phone with me." She said there would be no internet. I went, "Oh God, yeah." I guess, but I won't care then, because I'd be out all the time. Yeah. And because would you? Because I would love it. I would absolutely just, even if it was just for like a day or so, a couple of days, just to go back to like 19.
Headspace again, you know, like that exciting.
To be able to go back to like 1984 or something, or 85, and just literally spend 2 days there in your own room when you was a kid.
Oh my God.
Absolutely. Do you know what I think about that now? I just think, I don't want to be an adult.
I know.
I don't want to be an adult.
You got all the feelings that you had that you were back then.
Yeah.
And we're in the 50s.
But when you think then, you wanted to be older, didn't you? You was trying to rush everything. And as you get older, I think I want things to slow down now, because it's like, I just think I don't want to be 60 in 6 years time. 6 years, thank God. Do you know what I mean? I don't want to be and it's like everything just goes quick, and I just think 2 days in 1985 would be absolutely incredible for me. They probably won't get his back, would they? I think we'd all
stay. Yeah, we'd all stay there, wouldn't we?
So, because would you go as yourself now? Oh no, I'd go back. I'd quite happily go back as being the young me. But you know, I'd want to go back as the young me. I don't want to go back as me. Because then I can tell, and then I could tell myself not to let anything bother you that you used to let you bother you when you were younger. You know what I mean? It's because I always think when you was that age, the slightest things used to bother you, didn't they? Like whatever people said or what anyone did. And as you get older,
that feeling Sunday night when you got school the next day.
God, that was the worst feeling ever. That was like the worst dread ever. The thought of having to go back to school the next day.
I used to like school.
I liked it when I was there. I had a laugh when I was there.
Once you got there, I was a bit like that.
That's life was on.
Oh,
yeah. Bread. Do you remember bread was on before that? And
that's life. See, oh God, no.
Last of the summer wine.
So why? So do you know what that is? That's cancel. That is.
Right, fun at the weekend. At the
do you know, the thing is, I think you enjoyed, because you were never in and you was always out. I think if you were sat behind a computer all day or like on your pads or whatever you do now, it'd be different. But because you was always out with your friends, weren't you? Every single moment of the day. I think it was just incredible. It
was, Jay. And you'd get all the new fads, like when the slime come out, you'd all go down and you'd be playing with this.
Absolutely. Right, ladies, I'm going to have to love you and leave you.
We just talk forever. We could. You're like an old friend to us.
You are, Jay. You really are.
I could literally carry on talking. I'm going to get some great podcasts out of this.
You've got another to do. I'm sorry to interrupt.
No, I might even leave a bit of the Jimmy in. I might actually, because it's only fun. At the end of the day, I always say to people, I did the movie ones that I've just done, and I have to be honest, I was mocking Grease 2 as well as, and I did say to people on there, if you want to watch it, if you want to waste another hour and a half of your life, go and watch it. Or I have to be honest, I literally felt like, I just felt like my brain had been removed.
This is the thing, Jay. When you get to this age, you've got to be choosy what you waste an hour.
And you
absolutely.
Time.
No. Yeah.
And then because they went out and people found them funny, because I used to do them, but I used to do them a bit fun, but I wasn't like. But they were films that I quite like. Like I'd never watched Scarface.
Oh, that's
and someone asked me to review that, so I reviewed it. It's out in a couple of weeks. Oh my God, because I don't like that sort of gangster stuff. But when I watched that was really good.
Oh, it's a great film, isn't it?
I did make them laugh. I said it was nice to see Michelle Pfeiffer had moved on from Grease 2 in something a bit better.
My husband, he had a big crush on her in that film. She
was stunning though. And I always think, you know what, as much as she doesn't like Grease 2 as well, I've seen interviews with her, it gave her Scarface, and it gave her Witches of Eastwick as well, didn't it? In the same year. And she said it was fun, but I think she wishes she didn't.
I bet.
But they all do that. It's like I've just reviewed a Halloween one. I've just reviewed A Nightmare on Elm Street, which has got young Johnny Depp in when he wanted his first acting role, and that was it was really bizarre watching that, because you actually watch that with different eyes, because I've not watched it since the 80s. And I think the reason that was scary, because it was very dreamy, wasn't it? And we all dream, we all fall asleep, and it was quite clever. But when you watch it as an adult, it's like, Okay.
That magic isn't there that was there when you watched it when you were young, is it, Jane?
No.
I watch Halloween now, and although it's still good, it was so exciting back then, and it was so scary.
Absolutely. I think the only one that traumatised me the most was I think it was the end of the 70s, but I remember watching it in the 80s, was Salem's Lot.
Yes, I saw your clip today.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah, that's
honestly, so that I can remember that traumatized, and it was the bit when the bloke sitting in the chair rocking in, he's obviously a vampire or something, but you know, them kids are floating up in the windows.
That's it.
I looked out of my bedroom window that night and I thought, oh my God.
It's horrible, ain't it? Absolutely. It's absolutely one of the worst things that you feel. And I remember watching that as, I must have been like 10, 11. I mean, you shouldn't be watching that at that age, but
no, but you did.
Even now it traumatises. Right, you lovely lady. I'm going to love you and leave you. So if you just, and I will speak to you again. And hopefully, I'll have to let me know when I'll have a look, see when the tickets come out, and I will get over to see you next year.
And let us know if you do any of your DJing sets.
Yes,
we'll come and see you.
Absolutely, I will. As soon as I sort that out, I will let you know, and you'll be the first. You can be the first. You can come and do some of it with me. So thanks ever so much, ladies, for coming on. You're absolute pleasure.
Pleasure, Jane.
And I'll see you. So you take care. How brilliant was that? So if you love the 80s like I do, please go over to my podcast on YouTube, Spotify and Apple Podcasts and give me a share, a like and a comment and a subscribe, and also follow me. Y'all come back now. You hear?